What's up, Dimitri? What are you doing over here?
Huh?
What are you doing over here?
Digging a trench and listening to some tunes.
Some tunes.
Yeah, the only thing good about today is that I'm alive.
Okay, we're gonna go interview Mark. Have fun, buddy.
All right.
Alrighty guys, what's going on? We are out here in Newberry Hill doing our probably 7th or 8th new development landscape renovation in the last 4 years. And probably I think the 3rd or the 4th of this year, this summer actually. Kind of one of the things we found out and just chatting with some of the site developers and general contractors who are doing these new developments is that they only give the landscapers about $1,200 budget for the landscape, which usually winds up being like what our material cost would be. So it makes sense that, you know, it's things like have like a 1/2 inch of topsoil and then they hydroseeded it. The valves out here for our customer, they're already leaking and they're 3 months old. So out here we're doing new lawn, new planting. On that side of the house we're going to do a dry creek bed and some more plantings in the pathway, irrigation, a lot of plantings, a lot of native stuff. You can see this area over here, we're trying to repopulate with the native stuff to just kind of like make it low maintenance and just kind of blend it back to what it used to be. So we got a lot of ferns just scattered through this area, a lot of salal kind of on the back and on the border, some Oregon grape in there. Of course, some of this stuff isn't what you would find, like the barberry, the pierce, or the blood grasses. Anyway, I'm off the chain here. We're going to transform this backyard and the front yard sort of to be an awesome sustainable landscape that will actually look great. All right, so we're starting to build our irrigation stuff, and I kind of wanted to walk you through how we do and why we do our irrigation. So the first step is the backflow. That's already installed. So we use these manifold kits here. They're pretty great because they're modular and they allow you to remove a valve with these swivel fittings here. So valve assembly is super easy. All right, so now we've got our valves on the manifold. The last step here is to attach our ends. So if this was the last valve or manifold in the system, then I would cap one side, but because it's not, I'm gonna go ahead and put these slips to thread on either side. So this side is just, you know, boom, like that. And because the way that they send these, you have just thread on one side, and you have union on the other side. I needed to use one of these nipples here to go in. I know, but yeah, it is. And there you go. So that's our valve manifold there. Now, if I ever need to service any one of these valves, I can always just undo these 6 screws and take it apart. Usually what happens is either the diaphragm fails after time, especially when house water is treated from, you know, or city water is treated with chemicals. That can degrade the rubber diaphragm, or the spring fails, the solenoid here fails, or if for whatever reason the valve body cracks, whether it's the top half or the bottom half, I can always just undo the unions on either side of the valve, pull the valve and replace it. And that's why we build manifolds like we do. All right, Mark, what are you doing over here? You're just kind of sitting in the shade.
Just struggling, getting some nice relaxing time on my knees while the rest of the boys break their backs digging holes.
But you're breaking your back leaned over in a hole. So.
Oh yeah, you know, just gluing up the irrigation manifolds.
Just hanging out.
Trying to get everything all wired up or piped up properly.
Have you flushed these yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay. We should flush them so that way we can kick on the front irrigation to water the front plants.
Okay. Want me to just unhook this and you can go flush it?
Yeah, when I'm finished with this.
That doesn't make it into a video. I'm just so
Oh, it's making it in, buddy. All right, so we got our network of trenches out here. We're installing, this is a 5-zone system. We're installing another 8. There's 7 over here in this area. One for the bed, one for the lawn, one for that bed, one for this bed, and then 2 for the lawn, and 1 for the bed back there. So there's 7 over here. That math might check out, it might not, I don't know. We got a pile of dirt, and we got a pile of dirt. They got a pile of dirt. We got piles of dirt. Oh, you're in the sun, that's not comfortable. Here's Dimitri digging a lateral. We cut this with the ditch switch at first because you can see the drain field is just basically I'm standing on it, but we didn't want to do most of that digging by hand, so I started it with the trencher, and then Dimitri's coming in and getting it dug to depth for the rest of the line there. God, look at that bicep.
There's rat,
Anyway, and there's Kyle exclaiming how hot it is. What's up, Kyle? What are you doing back here? Just clean out. So there's another trench we cut with the trencher on our Bobcat MT85. It gets most of the work done, but we still got some hand digging to do to clean out the trenches there. It just doesn't pull everything out. So I'm wearing my visor backwards because I'm cool like that.
What is up, you guys? It's your boy Scott with Brookside, and I'm out here in Chico, Bremerton, beautiful Bremerton, Washington, on this glorious, lovely sunny day. I got my buddy Kyle here.
Howdy.
My boy Mark.
What's going on?
I'm working with the project leads today. Right on. Okay, so what we got going on today is we are doing planting. Lots of plants to get in the ground. We just wrapped up working on irrigation. We got all of that buried. As you can see, there's no more exposed pipes running anywhere. Luckily, we got all that done this morning, so now we're just focusing on planting. Our guy Mark here went down to see our friends at Home Depot and rented us this lovely auger. The ground out here has been a pain in the butt. Lots of rocks and roots to get through, and so to save ourselves some time and energy planting the trees, we're just gonna auger it. we're not talking about it. We're just, there's gonna be like music over this. Just remember, like footage of digging, of like throwing dirt.
You just said to say I'm digging. Hey, I'm just digging out for plants.
All right, guys, it is about 2:45 right now. We're approaching 90 degrees. We are cooking out here, but we're hanging tough. Still working on some planting. Got Kyle over there trying to stay cool. Woo. Yeah, got Mark over there. You can't really see him, but he's still using the auger, digging up some big holes for these bigger plants and trees. I'm pretty sure he's gonna black out from heat exhaustion, but we're still going strong, hanging in there and getting it done. Good morning. It's your boy Scott here with Brookside. It's about 8 o'clock and we are at it again on this lovely Thursday out in Bremerton. Our main focus today is to finish all of the planting. We got the backyard done pretty much, and we are working our way down this side yard. We got the front yard over there, and then we have on the other side of the house, there's more plants that need to go in. So we'll have the whole team out here to finish the planting. We're gonna work on moving some debris we've generated, some sod that we ripped out, and then maybe working on moving some dirt and getting some grading done. So we're all excited to hit it hard today. The two of us actually got a lot done today. It's only about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, but we were able to move our soil piles that were sitting here in the front lawn. We had our lawn and garden blends that we were able to spread out. We got the lawn here mostly graded out with the machine. Did some work on the mini track. Got a rough grade done, and I actually started raking up in the back here, getting it flattened out so we can start getting it ready for hydroseed. And then we were able to spread out some of the garden blend in the backyard here. And we were also able to finish the trench along this other side of the house. And we laid out our pipe for future irrigation on this side of the house over here. And we got that knocked out and buried. Kind of got the gravel pathway here a little graded out. And of course watered the plants because it's 80 degrees again today, so a little cooler than yesterday, which was nice, but still hot, especially with the smoke. But better than yesterday. Yesterday was brutal and not so fun, but you know, Brookside never stops. We're always out here working, so hopefully next week we will have more of a finished product to show you guys. And until then, stay safe. If you're on the West Coast, stay indoors. You know, it's getting kind of nasty out here, so have a good weekend, have a safe weekend, and we will see you guys on Monday. Brookside out.